everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Stamping, and this is Stampin' Up Sunday. I'm going to apologize now for the shadows, but it was either the shadows or the glare of the light bulbs on my Tim Holtz mat. So, I'm combining a couple of things today. Number one, when I showed the unboxing last week, or 2 weeks ago, Jo Beth suggested she wanted to see the Halloween stuff. And since I am doing my August Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge with Dear Julie this month, doing Halloween books, I decided to go with the Halloween stuff first. And I have my samples here. Here they are. So I decided to do the journaling cards. Now we have to make, remember, for the challenge, we have to make either one journal with 3 signatures or 3 single signatures, which is what I'm going to do. We also have to make 8 elements, at least 8 elements that are listed in the requirements. I am making 9 so that I can put 3 in each one of my journals. So this is the journaling card, and it's not finished yet. Let me grab one that's finished. That one's almost finished. This was my boo-boo, because what I had done was I put the sentiment out here on the corner, and that gave me 1, 2, 3, 4 elements on the outside, but it only gave me 2 elements on the journaling card, and each of our elements requires a base plus 3 elements. So instead of doing the sentiment on the outside on the pocket, I did the sentiment on the card on the inside. So that gives me, excuse me, the cheesecloth is 1, the bat is 2, and then the sentiment, there is magic in this night, is the 3rd element for my journaling card. And I back them with plain white copy paper, 32-pound copy paper. So that's my journaling card in a notebook pocket with some of the other elements from the There Is Magic in This Night Stampin' Up paper kit. Okay, so now that you've seen, I have 7 or 8 of these made. I didn't figure you needed to see me go through all the components repeatedly. So I've gone ahead and made all of my singles, and now I'm going to show you how it went together. I got the idea first off from, there's that diamond I couldn't find earlier, from Tara Cecil. She did book page pockets, and I'm going to do mine just a little bit differently. First off, let me show you the papers that we are working with. Number 1, we are working with the black glitter paper, and then we are using the purple spiders. And if I've got one of them handy here quick. Of course not, because I might have used both of the papers actually. But it is actually this wallpaper patterned in the teal, and I really like that with the purple. So that's what we're using for this double set. Now I'm taking our standard size book page, and where you've got the border, the white border on the page, I'm folding that up just to where the words are. I'm going to give it a good crease. And then I just kind of folded it over, and I used one of my tags as my guide. Now my tags, I had my cheat sheet paper here to tell me how big they were. There we are. The pockets are 4 inches by 4 3/4, roughly, when I fold them over. And it doesn't matter if this seam for this is not in the back. I mean, it's not centered, because this is going to be glued down anyway. And see, that'll slide in there. Once I have where that's going to go, I open this up. And in what is the center, you've got your lines here. Let me see, because we're not going to see them anyway. This is one of my folds here, and my other one is here. Okay? I'm going to cut just inside of that line at an angle, and the same on this side. And then I'm also going to go up here and on that fold, I'm going to cut basically right into the first letter on those words. And cut that first letter off. Now I can save these and I can stamp words on these and use these in other journals. Now we'll just fold this in. And I'm going to take a bead of my glue and run it just on this outside edge of this one. Fold it over and let it kiss that on the inside. And then I'm going to go here on the outside of this flap. Now the one thing I'm doing different that Tara did, Tara covered her entire paper. I didn't see a sense of putting the Stampin' Up! Paper on the back because it was going to be glued down into the book anyway. So what I've done is obviously didn't think this through very well. Let me grab another piece of that paper. This I cut to this is what I cut, 4 inches by 4 3/4. And this is, from a 12-inch piece, you're going to get 3 strips of 4 inches by 4 3/4. And you can get 2 out of that. I thought I had that cut. I may have gone ahead and used it. Oh, still need that. And then I scored on 3 sides at the 1/4 inch mark. So basically what I wind up doing is make a little envelope front with this. And there's those score lines. And I'm going to snip off the corners just outside of that point where those score lines meet. And then I can fold that up and get a good crease on those. And you'll see how this comes together in just a second. And then I open this back up. Go nuts with my glue again, and I'm just going to go on the inside of this. Just like that. The solid side of your book, not where you put the seam, but the solid side, lay it down on the inside of that pocket page. Kind of squish it down a little bit. And it doesn't have to be exact. Basically, all you're doing is creating a solid cover around edge of your designer paper so that it wraps around the edge and covers the book page. Now I chose to leave the top open and covered. I like that rough edge of the book page where the book was torn. I like that top edge. And then there's that. Now for the outside, I've gone through and this is one of the new sets in the unboxing. It's called Hollow's Night Magic. And it has these stamps. And then as a bundle, you can also get these dies. And I've cut out the bats and the spider from the black glitter paper. And this is sold, you can buy these individually, but when you order them as a bundle, you save 10%. And so I have pre-cut those out here. And I'm just putting glue on the back. Not being real specific about where that goes. Now if you'll notice on this one, I had the bat on the left, but I also wanted my tab on the left. So I switched them around so that when I put the tab on the card on inside, then the tab is on the opposite corner from the larger bat. And then I have a large chunk of cheesecloth, nothing fancy, just, and actually I think this is medical gauze from Dollar Tree. Now I'm not going to put my hand down in that. I learned that the hard way. What I am using is I'm using the aqua glue for this one because it holds just a little bit better. And I'm putting a little strip down the center of that spider because I have these jewels that I got from Dollar Tree, but I didn't want to count on, they're adhesive backed, but I didn't want to count on that adhesive holding to this cheesecloth. So what I chose to do was take the adhesive off the back of this so that I would get a good adhesion with the aqua glue. Now it takes that aqua glue a little bit to set up, but then what I'm going to do, scribble a little glue on the back of the back of the spider, set him right over top of that other glue that's on the gauze, and that'll really let that whole thing just kind of glue together. And that's all there is to do in the pocket, okay? Now we're going to put the card together really fast. And for this one I'm using the Darling Label Punch from Stampin' Up. And I used the stamp, There Is Magic in This Night from the stamp set. Stamped it in Tuxedo Memento Black. Punching it out. And normally I would use my glass for this, but since there's such a glare, I'm also using the Tombow ink and one of the makeup sponges from Dollar General. Now, when you are applying ink to an edge of something, you want to come from your outside in to your edge. Don't just go like this, but kind of go in a circular motion and bring it in from the outside from your surface. And you'll get a much better shading or shadow to your element. And this almost took on a gray hue rather than a black doing this, which it looked really cool with this stamp set. And then I need it down in the bottom corner, so I'm just going to, oh, this one didn't get the white paper on the back of it. I will put that on later because I want to show you something else first. But what I did was I backed it with the white paper, so I will come back and do that later because I want to get to the unboxing down here, and we only have about 15 minutes left. Have some goober on there. I'm going to scribble this down. And remember, the liquid white glue kind of smooshes out and spreads to your edge, so it'll take care of that for you. And then I took another little piece of the gauze and just kind of fluffed it out a little bit and give it a little worn look. Stuck it to the top of my journaling card. And the small bat, I keep picking up a glue ball from somewhere and it's sticking to everything. And I have different colors of staples, and these just happen to be kind of a goldish green. And I like that contrast on that bat. And then I would go back and round the corners with my corner rounder. Probably should have done that before I put that label on, but it'll work. There we go, that's perfect. Just perfect. And then it will slide right into our pocket, just like that. And then we have that one to go in there. And I will have a total of 9 of these to go in. So I'll be putting 3 in each of the 3 books. So that is my project using the Halloween papers from Stampin' Up that I had ordered. Now I have just a few minutes left to show you my second haul. I got in another order. So I'm going to move my scissors out of the way and move these out of the way. Now this, I showed you the stamp set and the dies from Hollow's Night Magic. Next we have, first off, these were a surprise for me. Partially because I didn't read. That was my fault. Ooh, my bone folder. I could have used that earlier. Okay. Got those out of the box. First item, this is our Wonder of the Season Memories and More card pack, which Memories and More is Stampin' Up's version of Project Life. And I love to take these and make quick Christmas cards out of them. However, I ordered this set because I plan to use it for December Daily. And I hope to get some December Daily albums and kits in my shop very soon. But they come with 2 different sizes of cards, just like your Project Life. Double-sided frames, words, and they match our Heartwarm Hugs, I believe it is, something similar to that. They match that set. But then we have gold words, and we have our numbers, 1 through 25. So you could do like a countdown to Christmas kind of thing. We have punch outs on the bigger ones. This would be gorgeous with a gold mat against the cherry cobbler card for a Christmas card. Perfect. So that is our Memories and More card pack. That is the wonder of the season. Then we have this paper. This is a 6x6. Whale of a Time. Now this is in our All Occasion catalog, which is our big catalog that runs from June of this year to end of May of next year. And this is Whale of a Time. It's a 6x6, and it's a sea themed. And because it's 6x6, you'll get 4 of each pattern. They're front and back. Most all Stampin' Up! Papers are double-sided. Has like the fishnet. There's our whale, and we do have a punch that will punch that whale out. So you wouldn't have to fussy cut those. You could get this paper, get the punch, and then you could just punch the whales out. There's our jellyfish, seahorses. Lots of fun stuff that can be done with this. The sea turtles. And this also coordinates with a couple other of sea sets that we have. And that is called Whale of a Time. Then we have this one. This is also in our All Occasion. This is Peony Garden. I love paper. And I look forward to seeing what I can create with this paper. I love the peach tones in this, actually. And the gray, peach and gray is one of my favorite combinations. The cotton balls, or maybe they're peony buds, I guess. I love the peach and the gray together. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is going to make such elegant cards and scrapbook pages. And look at that marble. Isn't that gorgeous? So that is Peony Garden. And then this one is Ornate Garden. Now, I love this set. I ordered the stamp set that goes with this suite. And so I ordered extra papers to make sure I had plenty of papers to work with. And I'm going to flip them back like this. Daisies. And this would also go great with our daisy punch. This has a vintage tone to it. And then our gold. More of the gold. So you could use this with the Ornate Garden series, or you could use it with our Daisy Punch and Daisy stamp set. And that one is Ornate Garden. And the last paper I have to show, this is our brush metallic cardstocks. And they come sandwiched between a piece of the lighter weight chipboard and the heavier weight chipboard. And look at this. Look at that gold metallic. Gorgeous. I love this copper. I love that copper. And they're single-sided and they're really heavy. They're a good heavy-duty cardstock. And that's our brush metallics. Now, the one thing I ordered that I didn't read, I wanted the square doilies, square vellum doilies. I did not read that they are only, what, 3 inches by 3 inch square? Yeah. I was expecting larger square doilies, so I was quite surprised when I opened the pack and found that they were 3 inches by 3 inches. But they're going to be great on tags, on pockets, to use individually backed with a tuck spot. Somebody commented that they really loved the pink paper that I used last week to show off some of the things. And this is our Magenta Madness. It's our one of our new in-color cardstocks. But look when we lay that vellum against there. and it gives it a whole new look. So I love this. I love this. The vellums can also be colored with our Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. So there you go. And I'm going to tuck them down in here so I don't lose them. And then the other thing that I ordered, and I thought I had the other one here, this is our basket weave and metallic ribbon combo pack. And I'm going to pop this here really quick, trying not to cut the ribbon. Okay. I know it's there. There we go. And it is textured. It does have a basket weave texture to the top of it. Let me grab the copper really quick. I had this over on the other table to cut a length of it for my sissy, for a goodie pack I'm putting together for her. But then there's that copper. This is such a pretty set. And I can't get enough of ribbon either. Ribbon is just my jam. Ribbon, anything with color. So ribbon, paper, yeah, it's stuff I love. So that is my Stampin' Up! Sunday for this week. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm actually showing you a kit of what I am doing for the August Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge. Because what I'm doing is I am just diving, because we can use anything this time around. We're not limited to what we can use. We just have specific things that we have to make. So what I'm doing is I am taking advantage of still having the box of stuff sitting from last year's October Daily that I still want to finish. I was doing great on getting that started and getting it finished till I ran out of ink in my photo printer, and then trying to get Walgreens to print them correctly, and they came back a mess, and by that time we were into December, and I never did get back to my October Daily. So I want to finish it this year. So while I've got that stuff all out, I'm going to do 3 Halloween themed journals with all of those products that I've got out. So Monday I'm just going to pull out things and walk you through what I'm using, and hopefully have a couple more of the elements done for you. We will see. I can work in the office today for a while, and then I want to get the video recorded so I can get it uploaded on time on Monday morning. So we'll see what I can squeeze into my Sunday. In the meantime, thanks for joining me today. Remember, if you like the content that I put up, please like this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel. We just celebrated my first 200 plus subscribers, and now I'm looking to hit the 500 mark by September 26th so that I can give my birthday presents to you in the form of another giveaway. And then I'm also pushing for 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So please like, share. Remember, when you subscribe, to click the bell and click all notifications so that you don't miss anything when I put up a new video. Thanks for joining me for Stampin' Up! Sunday today. I will see you tomorrow for Mixed Media Monday. Creative blessings.